What's up, nerds? Welcome to Cool Nerd Reviews. I'm Steve Trezza.
Scott Burnett.
And we're reviewing Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. The episode is called One Door Closes.
Yep.
And in this week, we get a lot of shit. S.H.I.E.L.D. actually, it's been off for the past couple weeks. This week, I feel like it came back. I thought it was very good.
There's elements that are good.
I thought it was very good.
That shows very small spurts of being really cool when they show the Inhuman stuff, and then it's S.H.I.E.L.D. stuff, and I'm just not interested.
S.H.I.E.L.D's consistent, though. It has been consistent.
But consistently bad doesn't
No, shut up. It's been consistent, like,
pretty
consistently good for the first half of the season up until the mid-season finale.
Yeah.
Then, like, recently it kind of slowed down a bit. I think this episode really brought it back.
I don't know if it really brought it back.
I think it did. So
how many days do we have till Ultron? How many weeks? 3? So we have 3 more shit. Like the thing is, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is only on episode, 13.
It is. It's got a lot of episodes
We still have, 9 episodes left. So I'm just, very not excited about that.
So, in this episode, we see a little bit more of Skye at the retreat by herself, kind of, coming to terms with herself.
They mentioned Banner built it. Just fucking throw Mark Ruffalo in there. He's not that big of a
celebrity. You see the imprint of his hand in the wall or whatever.
Yeah.
You kind of put that together.
They probably watched last week's episode when I mentioned Bruce Banner being in there.
that's it. They were one of the 30 people that watched it.
If we look at the traffic, it's just Marvel. It just says Marvel on it. They were like, shit, we need reshoots, and then they did it. They got it done in time. Marvel.
So I guess starting off with Skye. She's in the retreat. She's kind of figuring out what to do or whatever, and then she gets visited by Gordon, the eyeless Inhuman, who it appears I saw that he was actually included in an Inhumans comic, and it appears that he's just a new Inhuman. He's just a new character. He's
that's
not anyone.
The third eyeless Inhuman. What is wrong with the Kree blood? Just fucking up people's vision.
Take their eyes out again.
Yeah, come on. Really? You have an eyeless Inhuman who's super fucking cool. Put him in the show.
I mean, Gordon's pretty sweet.
Alright, but just a teleporter? I thought he was going to be super cool. He was going to get to, touch all the braille on this thing. I thought it was really him. I didn't know about this until about 5 minutes ago. But, when he left Skye the first time, he, opened his coat, and I guess it was just for dramatic effect. I thought he, ran his hand along his belt and touched one of the pieces of tin. I was like, oh, it's the Reader! And now I'm really extra disappointed in the episode that it's not the Reader.
So, yeah, but he talks to Skye. He kind of, I guess kind of, settles her down or and kind of is just there's a lot of us, come with me and you'll find yourself.
He kind of just was like, S.H.I.E.L.D. is handling this the wrong way. And they are. They're locking her up. He's like, when I first turned, the first thing somebody did was embrace me. And the first thing they did to Skye was threaten to kill her, chase her out of fucking base and put her in a cabin.
Yep.
A cabin in the woods.
Yep.
Directed by Joss Whedon.
Actually, I don't think it was directed by Joss Whedon. I think it was produced by Joss Whedon.
Fucking who cares? It was a joke. All right, and it was pretty good if you ask me.
I killed it.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anyway, that's basically this guy. Well, then later on in the episode,
he comes back. This is the coolest part of the episode.
He comes back.
Although the bad effect in the sink where she touched the water and it spiraled.
Yeah, that
around,
was a little weird.
I was like,
but it was kind of cool because Skye was kind of like, wow, I can do this.
I can do something cool.
Like that's so cool, and you kind of saw that she was kind of that was their way of showing this guy was embracing her powers.
And then the new S.H.I.E.L.D. finds out where she is, and then they come and get her. She runs, and then I don't know any of the new S.H.I.E.L.D.'s name.
She runs. Gonzalez?
No, Gonzalez is Edward James Olmos.
Yeah.
No, that's the old guy. That's the guy from Stand and Deliver.
Yeah, he's in the real S.H.I.E.L.D.
Oh, I was talking about any of the people who chased Skye.
Oh, well, it was Bobby.
And the other Mexican guy.
And the other guy. Yeah. The bald-headed guy.
Yeah.
I don't know his name.
Exactly.
The bald-headed guy.
So they're like, freeze! And then they turn around.
Well, he was going to shoot her.
And Bobby warns her.
And Bobby's like, Skye! And then
she turns around and we see Skye focus her powers for the first time.
Yeah. Which stops the bullet.
Pushes it away. Shatters all of the forest behind them.
Pretty sick. I was sitting there watching that was awesome.
And the effect was so awesome it almost made you realize that all it did was push the 2 people down. If it has enough force to stop a bullet in mid-flight and then reverse its trajectory, shatter trees, it should at least liquefy some hollow organs. They just got back up and they were like, whoa.
The one guy got impaled by the tree.
Yeah. Well, that was the tree. It wasn't the actual, like...
Maybe it was an old tree.
It was definitely...
Maybe the tree was dying. Maybe the tree was decaying and dying. It was just ready to shatter, and she was just like...
So was the bullet.
She just pushed the bullet.
How? Bullets travel real fucking fast.
But the bullet came close to her, so maybe, it was closer to her, so it was more impact.
The bullet wasn't that close. It was like halfway.
It was like here.
Stop trying to make excuses for this shitty fucking...
It was good. I liked it. It was good.
The whole Skye part of the episode was great. The new S.H.I.E.L.D. versus old S.H.I.E.L.D. is fucking...
S.H.I.E.L.D. versus S.H.I.E.L.D.
Dumb.
Who won? Was it S.H.I.E.L.D.?
But it's bad that they were like, oh, no. S.H.I.E.L.D's still here, so let's go after Coulson's S.H.I.E.L.D. Like, Bobby has...
I feel like S.H.I.E.L.D. has better things to do than go after S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah, like, who gives a shit? Like, oh, no, there's another S.H.I.E.L.D. Like, it's basically old S.H.I.E.L.D., like, not Coulson's S.H.I.E.L.D., was just like, no, mine.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
And they're trying to like wrestle. Like I can picture two little kid versions of Gonzalez and Coulson fighting over a S.H.I.E.L.D. emblem. Like that's what it is.
Yeah.
It's so
pointless. Well, we got some flashbacks of Bobby and Mac back when S.H.I.E.L.D. fell with like
Cap 2
with the Winter Soldier, like during that whole time frame,
which was cool.
I thought it was pretty sweet.
Fucking alright, Gonzalez is a terrible leader. He's like, fucking nuke them all. Like, blow the ship up. Like, don't even try to save anybody. He was just like, yeah, press a button.
And not only that, but then his team is like, no, we're going to do it this way. And he's like, well, shit, my team's not listening to me, so I guess we're going to do it this way.
He's like limping around with his staff.
Like, whatever.
It's like, he's a pretty big pushover. He's like, or don't blow him up. I don't care. Like,
So we get the whole flashbacks, and then we kind of get like to see how they were kind of
loyal to Gonzalez.
But you also kind of get the feel that like maybe not so much Mac, but definitely Bobby is kind of like hurt by it, and she's kind of like thinking twice.
Yeah.
Because you get a lot of like close-ups on her face where she's like looking away.
Maybe she's
like,
just pretty.
And yeah, well, she is pretty good looking.
I like how Simmons tricked her. She was like, oh, hold this. And it like shocked her.
Yeah, no one saw that coming because it's like Simmons ain't going to do shit.
Simmons is a big old bitch.
Yeah.
Nope. She shocked her.
Yeah, so Simmons...
Why is that in her purse?
It wasn't in her purse. It was in the locker.
No, she was like rooting around through something.
Yeah, but I think it was through the lockers. It wasn't through...
No, it was like
purse.
a bag.
Yeah. But I don't think it was her purse.
Any bag a woman holds a purse.
But anyway, yeah. So she does that. That was sweet. Simmons and that's how they captured it. But it didn't matter because 10 minutes later, the real S.H.I.E.L.D. came on board and whatever.
Like, why would they just break in? I guess it's like, oh, what's in the box? Like,
they got to take the vibranium and figure out how to open it. And I don't know. But then eventually May comes to Coulson's rescue.
Yeah.
She ices everyone. Yeah, it's a cool fight between her and Bobby.
It was pretty funny though. There's a point in the fight where it's just like May hits Bobby and she falls in front of the camera and then gets back up and it's like they go, oh, okay, and then they switch places. It's just like and then Bobby
and they're
falls.
Wrestling over the
it's like because
the cube.
They had to film in such a tight spot, so they were like they used the same shot for Bobby and May falling down. It was just basically they cut out the point where they were like, oh, it was good, okay, and then they switched spots and just like. I was like, I thought I just saw this. Oh wait, no, the Asian one fell this time.
So yeah, so that was good. Then
I'm
also,
just really hypercritical of this ever since Agent Carter was put out.
Then at the end of the episode, we get May ices all the real S.H.I.E.L.D. agents, puts Coulson in the elevator. Coulson escapes, and then he meets Hunter
on an island.
On some
I think that was the
island.
same island that they shot the season finale of Scrubs on. Because I could totally...
Was it Tahiti?
Probably, I don't know. I just remembered seeing Dr. Kelso at that same bar.
So, and now Hunter's like, what's the plan? So now they're devising basically a plan to come back at the real S.H.I.E.L.D. and the real S.H.I.E.L.D. now has Coulson's S.H.I.E.L.D. trying to work for them, and who knows where loyalties lie between anyone, and it's just this big confusing mess, and now Skye's just gone off with the Inhumans.
Yeah, I'm going to raise another question. Who cares? I don't at all.
I mean, I'm intrigued.
I'm really not. Like, what is the point of new S.H.I.E.L.D. and old S.H.I.E.L.D. fighting?
I don't know. I feel like they need to fill a storyline.
There's no motivation. They introduced too many fucking characters, and then they need to trim it down. They really need to pick a direction they want to go in and stick to it. Like,
I get the feeling that they don't really know where they're at.
Well, because they developed it as a spy show because they didn't know the liberties they could take. They got the Inhuman stuff. They're trying to write it in, and they're trying to like phase out the spy stuff and then bring in the Inhuman stuff. But we're writing this like hybrid influx of like weird, like one keeps overtaking the other, and it's not cohesive enough because it's like really powerful superheroes, really boring doughy white guys fighting, and then like Mac is in there too, and there's like spies, and then it's like, oh, back to this cool guy teleporting. It's like, oh yeah, cool, I'll watch that, and then it's Edward James Olmos, just like a boring board meeting scene, just like where they discuss things. I'm just like, what is going on? This is like all over the place. I find Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is the show that I find really hard to like pay attention to. Because I'll just be like, I'll doze off and be like, shit, what happened? Not like doze off. Like,
I don't know. Like, I think it's intriguing. I enjoy it. I do think they have had a couple down episodes since the season finale of the season. Yeah. Or, I'm sorry, mid-season finale of the season. But I still think it's not bad. Like I still enjoy it, and I'm still watching it and getting at it.
It's hard to compete with the other ones.
It is hard that it follows. I would much rather prefer that it comes on before Flash.
Put it on a Monday.
But
maybe it'll be better.
Whatever.
But holy shit, it can't hold a candle to Arrow and Flash.
Yeah, well,
I even enjoy the shit episodes of Arrow and Flash more than S.H.I.E.L.D.
Listen, no. S.H.I.E.L.D., and this is what I was saying before, Arrow and Flash has had some down episodes this season. S.H.I.E.L.D. has been the most... So much. The beginning of the season.
Plastique is the only one I can think of.
At the beginning of the season, they had a lot of episodes that was just really villain of the week, really corny, really didn't progress the story season. Maybe it was some character development. But it has
to be. It's their first season.
But still. But for me, it was just kind of like, meh. And a lot of people praised it. And you know, don't get me wrong, whatever. Like, I love the show. But, like, I feel like at the beginning of the season it was really overrated. Right now, it's amazing. Yeah. But the beginning of the season, I thought it was really overrated. And I think the beginning of this season for S.H.I.E.L.D. was incredible. Yeah. And I thought that... And I think if you look at it as a whole season... Like, right now, Flash is obviously doing better, and I'm more interested in that than I am with S.H.I.E.L.D. But as a whole season, I think S.H.I.E.L.D. has had more consistently good episodes, and the bad episodes of S.H.I.E.L.D. haven't been as bad as the episodes of the CW series.
I'll take that.
That I think. But the good episodes of Flash and Arrow are fucking awesome.
The thing with S.H.I.E.L.D. is so consistently progressing the story that it kind of muddles into... Like, it's hard to pick episode by episode what happened. It all kind of molds into
into each other.
Which is good and bad.
Yeah.
Because it kind of... The whole first part of the season was one big amorphous spy block.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, Flash and Arrow, while they do have their bad episodes and they are villain of the week sometimes, it is very unique episodes. There's parts to each episode that are like, oh, all right, I remember that episode.
But in all honesty,
it's like, oh, do you remember that episode of S.H.I.E.L.D. where they hopped in their nondescript big SUV and then they drove somewhere and fought those guys? No, you don't? It was that was the whole season? Oh, okay, yeah, me too. Like, that's the difference. Like, oh, do you remember the Mist episode?
Yeah.
Oh, do you remember Plastique episode? Yeah, it sucked. Or it's like, do you remember that episode of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. where they did that thing? And they went to the base?
That's true, and I'll give that to you. But honestly, I would rather have a mold of just, like, good, continuous episodes than just, like, that episode was good, that episode wasn't that good. Like, I'd much rather have that.
I'd like a happy medium because Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. to me is just, it's molding into one big thing, and I can't, it's hard. That's why, for me, it's hard to pay attention because it's like, it's like trudging through itself.
I'm not a big fan of Villain of the Week, and that's why I like S.H.I.E.L.D. so much. Because S.H.I.E.L.D. did do that in Season 1 a lot. Especially the first episode of Season 1.
I'm not a big fan of Villain of the Week either.
Haven't done it since, though.
But I would prefer the way Flash and Arrow are doing it, trying to build up this story arc that pays off in the end of the season.
Yeah.
Than this slow, amorphous build-up.
Well, S.H.I.E.L.D. does that too, though.
Yeah, but they do...
And it's going to pay off at the end of the season.
We'll see. The fucking ramp-up to the mid-season was great, but this...
It's fantastic.
But this is like... I don't know, maybe it ramped back down, it's got to come back up, but it's got to come back up fast, because I only watch it for this show.
No, well, it's going to get good. It's going to get good. I know it is.
Hopefully.
It's going to get a lot better.
It's still going to get a season 3.
But that's our review for this week's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. One door closes.
I bet
we
next
got more
week
stuff coming.
Is another one.
More S.H.I.E.L.D. versus S.H.I.E.L.D. Who's going to win?
Yeah.
It's going to be S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yay.
I
I just bring more Inhumans. I want to see the Inhuman camp. How cool
We
would that be?
I think we're good because they're not gonna leave Skye out of the episode.
Yeah.
So you're gonna see the inside of the human camp next week, and you're gonna see Skye, and her dad's gonna be there, and she's gonna be interacting.
But like, think about the big thing is like S.H.I.E.L.D. versus S.H.I.E.L.D. Where does the humans come into it? Like they're just gonna be there, and then maybe they'll play out more next season.
And that's why Inhumans. Well, it might be. That's why S.H.I.E.L.D. and S.H.I.E.L.D. are going to have to work together to fight a bigger threat, which might be the Inhumans, and then you might see Skye.
This is like kind of a microcosm of what Civil War is going to be.
Maybe, but then you might see Skye, who's like, the Inhumans are trying to bring her in and everything like that, but then she's gonna maybe side with Coulson and S.H.I.E.L.D. and show that she's not, she's loyal to Coulson, she's loyal to them. And then that might be like, okay, like, that's going to be
on a really good, promising note. Daredevil starts next week.
It does.
Yep.
And we're going to have some Daredevil
Oh, thank
reviews.
you, Marvel. Give me some dark and gritty. And I heard it's fantastic.
It looks fantastic.
I heard it's getting completely rave reviews. I heard it's like visionary and like never been done before. Fuck it. Give it to me. Give it to me now. I can't wait. We're going to binge it and we're going to fucking review the whole thing.
We're going to review the whole season in one, or should we do split up?
I mean, everybody's going to review it in one shot.
Just the whole season, one shot?
Maybe we'll split up into thirds.
I think thirds is good.
All right. Well, this will be out before then. So if anybody gives a shit, comment. If not, you're getting the whole fucking season. You're going to like it.
So watch out for our Daredevil review that's going to come out in a week or two.
Yeah. But he can't watch out for it because he's blind.
Check out our other reviews. Check out our...
He'll smack a stick on the ground.
Yes, our Walking Dead... that's right. We have a Walking Dead review, the season finale of Walking Dead review. We have a Flash. We have... Agent S.H.I.E.L.D., which we're watching right now.
Walking Dead, it's bad. Click it. See how bad it is. No, not our review. They're fantastic. But the show, shitty.
It was
shitty. So, nothing happened. Rick got superpowers. He blew a zombie's face out. Dumb. Sorry.
Watch our other reviews. Watch our other videos. Like, favorite, subscribe. And keep watching this here.
Boo Walking Dead.
We'll see you soon.